Gemini rising, those with their moons in Gemini. Well, the sun is moving into Cancer, which is activating your second house of your money. Okay, Gemini, if you've been waiting for something to happen regarding your resources and your money, this could be the month that you, at least for until July 22nd, right? Because Cancer season runs from June 21st to July 22nd. But Gemini, it's not just about getting money, it's also about your self-worth. I think that you might want to work on feeling like you're worthy of this money. I think Gemini sometimes you might have a problem receiving. And so this Cancer season is trying to help you to receive all the goodness, give and receive. Make sure you accept those compliments. Make sure you give back in some way, whether it's tithing, volunteering, giving something, that kind of thing. As well as second house asks you to diversify. If you have your own portfolio, right, real estate portfolio, stocks, bonds, whatever it is that you invest in, I think it's time for you to recheck that and diversify, right? Do not put all your eggs in one basket when the sun is in the second house. Okay, Gemini. Now, I do like to look at, what Mercury is doing. And Mercury is retrograde starting June 29th. So there is a lot of reflection for you in the second house of your worthiness, your foods that you're eating, your resources, your groceries, your money, and your sense of security. But it all starts with you feeling like you are worthy of it. And so remember that it could be a good time for you to do mirror work, right? Looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, hey cells, I love you. And all those kind of things, like being friends with yourself by looking at yourself in the mirror and talking mirror work. Louise Hay used to talk about that a lot too. You could check her out from Hay House. Louise Hay talks about mirror work quite a bit. So there's a lot of stuff about um, resources and also money and food too, right? And food is fuel. And what are you putting in your mouth? I know groceries are getting expensive, but we can learn how to cook our own foods at home, how to prep in advance for the week, how to grow our own foods, right? And things like that. So the second house can do a lot of those kind of things too. Second house also likes real tangible resources. Might be a good time to diversify your portfolio into precious metals, gold, silver as well. Don't forget those in your overall portfolio. And I personally, me, I have a diversification. I got some crypto, I got some real estate, I got some gold, I got some silver, I got some stocks that I believe in, right? And then when one goes up, something else goes down, and it's always like that. And that, right? So I would also look at, Gemini, if you own your house. I am not a financial advisor, but I do foresee a huge downturn in the market. In if it's not this October, it will come very soon. After that, I'm foreseeing that interest rates, you just don't want to be caught in a variable mortgage right now. Okay, right now is the time. If you're in a variable, move into a fixed rate mortgage for the next few years. That'll be your best bet. Remember diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And it could be a good time for you to get extra money by having a side gig, making passive income. I mean, I do all sorts of passive incomes. I pet sit. I do respite hours. I play video games for money. I do all sorts of things. I take out bottles. I do chores for people for money. Um, you know what I mean? And just wherever, like money comes, money goes. But like the second house talks to you about those things, the wealth, the resources, maybe selling something that you don't need anymore, for example, maybe buying extra groceries to pack away downstairs, Gemini, right? For when times might be tough with inflation and stagflation coming. So things like that, right? Second house asks you to look at your stuff like that, right? Could be asking you to look at your will. for the future, inheritance issues, all sorts of stuff, that because the second and eighth house are on the same line too. So it's all money, but it's all about valuing yourself too, and kind of being a little bit prepared here, and not being fearful, but doing actions to gain the money, right? And with Jupiter moving into Leo on June 30th for Gemini, that's from this summer all the way until next summer in 2027. Jupiter is going to be in Leo in your third house. So the way you make money is through selling, through talking, through writing, through visiting your community, through spreading the word, business cards, website, third house. So short trips, but it's a lot about your community too. A lot of times we like forget that we have so many clients right here in our own little neighborhood, our neighbors, our community. So there's lots there too. Now, there could also be some issues or things that come up too in July surrounding your vehicle. Okay. Right. There's that ethanol issue in the gas. So I like to get an additive, a gas cleaner additive that I put on when I fill up. And that's so far so good, keeping my engine good, right? Through this whole ethanol crisis. Look that up, research it on your own. So let's look for you, Gemini, in the Power of Eight, Chakra Lenormand. Second house for Gemini. See the tower, the authority. So somebody in authority is bringing you money in some way, or you're hearing about that as well. This could be a new job for the second house, money and resources. This could be you making money through your real estate at home, making an Airbnb, for example, or renting out a place, anything like that. So the authority, the tower, it's very Saturnian, very structured as well. So creating structure with your budget, with your money, that's going to be good for you too, Gemini, indeed. Come see me for a reading, and we'll dive deeper just for you in your cards and stars.